What's up, guys? I just saw Jurassic World Rebirth starring Scarlett Johansson, Mahershala Ali. I just wanted to get on here and just kind of rant about it. I know I still got to review the F1 movie, The Bear, but I just want to do this review first because this franchise, oh my fucking God, please, I don't know how they're making these movies. I know the guy who wrote the original Jurassic Park came back to do it, and I know Garth Edwards directed, and the people were excited because, Garth Edwards isn't going to write it this time because he wrote The Creator. And the big gripe about Garth Edwards is he's a great director, he's great at using the camera, but whenever he writes something, the movie's dog shit. And this time he didn't write it, and the movie's still dog shit. So it's like, what the fuck do we need to do to get a good script? Like the fact that they can't come up with anything at this point, it's the same shit. And man, can we just they're not gonna stop. The movie made 300 and something the opening weekend, so they're not gonna stop. You know? They're not gonna stop. At all. They're not gonna stop. Fucking, I think this is the second highest reviewed fucking film in the franchise. Something. It's not it got a 52, but it's not that bad in the grand scheme of the whole franchise. So they're not gonna stop. But man, I'm sitting here and I'm watching this shit and okay, we're following the I knew the movie was bad when they were doing that, the opening scene where it's the Orlando Bloom copycat Rupert Fried. How would you say his fucking name? I'm just gonna call him Orlando Bloom B2. And I didn't realize he wasn't Orlando Bloom. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't realize he wasn't Orlando Bloom until they got him in when he was in his white shirt. When he was in the white shirt and they were on the island. That's when I realized, oh fuck, this isn't Orlando Bloom. Oh fuck, this guy's probably gonna die. When they did that shit with him and that girl, that's when I knew he was gonna die. Cause in all these movies, they always got it. Whenever there's a MacGuffin that can help humanity, even in most movies, the character this guy's playing, the big businessman who's gonna fund it all, usually they don't even fucking go. Usually they don't even go. When the dude went, and this is how I knew this shit was fucked up. Cause the dude went with them to get the shit, and they still made the guy out to be a villain because he wanted to sell it. It would happen in any reality that a discovery like this will ever be made is going to be sold by pharmaceutical companies. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Most of the crew died. And they're talking about, it shouldn't be about the money. Motherfucker, who knows what type of problems that crew had? The bills that needed to be paid, the medical bills that aren't going to be paid. Come on. If they're going to make the dude a villain, first off, why'd you make him go on this dangerous expedition with them? I know I'm going on a tangent about him, but this trope and all these movies that they keep in these beloved franchises, they keep bringing back, that they always have this MacGuffin. It's always this thing that needs to be got that can help humanity, but we got to make the dude who wants to pay for it the bad guy. Some way, somehow, he's got to be the bad guy. They did it in I was watching the video about what's his name? The Guy Ritchie movie they just did with Natalie Portman. Joseph Kosinski. The dude's been fucking good to them most of the movie, but by the end of the movie, he's got to be the big villain, big bad guy. It's come the fuck on. Will you subvert expectations one time, and maybe take the stance that, yeah, it sucks that this is going to be for a lot of money, but what other way is there? Are you too inept to write out that type of conversation? Are you too inept to even have the conversation about that? That maybe this is the lesser of two evils. Nah, it's just this dude's bad. Fuck him, kill him. Let's write the same trope for the millionth time. It just gets so fucking annoying. If you're gonna make an evil, at least let him push the fucking girl. He didn't even push the girl. She went off on him. And he just watched her die, and he just sat there and watched her because he's probably in shock. And for what reason do we have to believe that he could have helped her when we just watched 8 other fucking people over the span of 10 minutes get eaten up and snatched up, and no one could save them? So why should we believe he could have saved her? Come on. And that whole family, That's the shit that's how you know they really didn't know what the fuck to do. One, they probably didn't want to kill Ali's character. They didn't want to kill Scarlett's character. They didn't want to kill the scientist character. But they had to put people in situations where the dinosaurs could look menacing and chop people up. So they also wanted to put the characters in a situation where they could be menacing but not chop people up. So that's where the family comes in. You know? I don't know, man. They're gonna have to come up with something new. If you're gonna keep fucking milking this, you gotta bring something better than what you're bringing. Because this shit's getting ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous. Does anyone feel proud of what they made right there? Does anyone, like, is this a movie you're ever gonna show anyone and say, hey, I did that, yeah, that was cool? Like, we're gonna talk about this for a week and then we're never gonna talk about this movie ever again, just like the rest of these fucking movies. The only movie one ever talks about is the first one in the world for a little bit. Like, god damn, I don't know why, what's their obsession with us doing, like, all these, it's the same shit over and over again. That's why I kind of stay away from a lot of these bigger movies. Like, I'm sorry. That's why I don't watch Karate Kid. That's why I'm not gonna watch Megan 2.0. That's why I'm starting to stay away from some of this shit. Like, if you don't see me review a movie, because I usually try to review like every horror movie, but if you see me like don't review a movie, it's not because it's not because I didn't find the time to watch it, because most of the time I don't want to. Like, the only movie I can say only 2 movies I can say in the last 8 months that I generally didn't have the time to watch were Flight and the Brutalist. Those are the only movies I legitimately did not have the time to watch. Everything else that has come out and I haven't reviewed it on this channel, whether that be a TV show or a movie, it's because I knew it was gonna be the same old bullshit. And it's every time it's the same old bullshit. This movie is generally what's wrong with a lot of our beloved franchises. You got people who just want to milk it and they write the same old shit and they do the same old shit, and they're so scared to have a conversation that might piss one or the other side off, that might go against people's morality. Like in the Superman movie that I'm gonna review next week, we know now there's a scene where Ultraman punched the fucking indestructible dog, and they're like, oh, you can't punch an indestructible dog, they can't die to anything, you can't do that. Why the fuck not? Why the bad guys gotta be bad guys, but they can't do anything bad? Why the fuck? What the fuck? And then they want to make people bad guys that haven't really even done anything bad. Like in this movie, this dude's a bad guy, but hasn't really done anything bad. This is crazy, man. It's getting to a point where it's like, what the fuck? It's getting to a point. It really is. Jurassic World Rebirth, I give that shit a 4 out of 10. The dinosaurs was awesome. John Williams' score is one of the greatest scores that's ever been made. Yeah, 4 out of 10. Next time, bring something better, because this shit's getting ridiculous. Peace.